Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. Hope you guys are ready for your Tex Grebner Outdoors Saturday morning cartoon awesomeness. Because I'll be honest with you, it's Illinois Archery season 2019, week number 11. And the reason I say I'll be honest with you is this isn't a real awesome episode. This is a very mundane episode. I didn't even get a chance to get out hunting this week between family commitments and adult stuff that I had to do and be responsible. I'll be honest with you, I'm not real good at humaning. Just not real good at it. But I have to make the best effort that I can. And so I apologize for this relatively mundane episode of Tex Grebner Outdoors where I really don't get a chance to make it weird. Speaking of making it weird, you can go to texgrebneroutdoors.com and support the channel in a way beyond simply watching the videos. Check out the Make It Weird sticker, the Make It Weird shirt, Life Ain't Like the Pornos, Hunting Ain't Like the TV Show shirt, and my personal favorite, the Kill with Sticks shirt. Now, if you're looking for a discount on all your trad life supplies, such as reflective arrow wraps, trophy Berlin bolts, it never hurts to have an extra bowstring laying around. You're probably going to be buying fletchings and broadheads anyways, along with arrow shafts. You can go to threeriversarchery.com and show your support for Tex Grebner Outdoors and get a shipping discount all at the same time by using the code of Tex Grebner in your checkout at Three Rivers Archery. Now, if you're looking for a reason to start a fitness journey or you need motivation to continue your current fitness journey, you don't have to be in good shape to be a good hunter. But as a hunter, you will never regret being in good shape. And so I strongly recommend that you check out traintohunt.com, look into their online programming for workouts and nutrition, and I hope to see you guys one of these days at a Train to Hunt National Championship or a Train to Hunt regional event somewhere around the country. I'd really love to see more traditional bow hunters involved in the Train to Hunt movement. Now, as I said, this is a pretty mundane episode, but I hope that you guys will stick with me for the slow descent into madness because I live in reality just like the rest of you. Well, here's the score right now. It is after the second shotgun season weekend for Illinois. I'm in a tractor, as you can tell. We'll get to that in a little bit. I've basically been nocturnal for the last week, looking after my grandma at night because she had to go to the hospital. And then once she got out of the hospital, not that nursing home folks don't do their job, because they do, but they also can't be everywhere, so I've been having to sit up with my grandma Ratliff at night, not necessarily having to sit up, but family duty and all. So I've been going in at night and sitting with her in case she needs something, to kind of be a bedside advocate and looking after her, and then leaving in the morning. So I basically have been nocturnal for a week, have not been out hunting, and the reason that I'm sitting in a tractor now is that she's at least well enough to be left alone overnight and be back in her head good enough to where she can actually get to the call button to call the CNAs and the RN. But her deceased husband, my Grandpa Bill, we are trying to get his crops out now. So there's that. It's just an old John Deere combine. Now we're going to be picking corn 4 rows at a time. And this is really late to be getting the harvest out. So in all likelihood, this is literally all I'm going to be doing this week, is sitting in a tractor doing cowboy stuff. And I have no idea. I really, really wish that I had gone back to my tree stand and packed up my cameras and waited on that buck to die instead of jumping him off his deathbed, because that would have been epic to have got that deer killed at 6 yards on the ground after a stalk. But that's not how it happened, and so it's likely that this season is going to conclude with me being empty-handed yet again with nothing but my failures. So, as it stands right now, it is a beautiful, freezing cold December day, and there's still, I'd say 120 acres of corn left to get out for my grandma. So instead of sitting for the second rut, this is what I'm up to. Well, it's highly unlikely that I'm going to get out hunting at all this week, but I figured I'd better take some time and shoot my bow, even if it is after dark. Pretty decent full moon up there. They're pretty full moon, so this film might turn out all right. It's pretty hard to tell what the deer are going to be doing this time of year, but you never know. The truth is that anybody, and I mean anybody, can hunt in October. You have got to be really dedicated to hunt clear into January. So, while I hate being cold, bring it on, because I'm going to be here. And there is definitely the sense of forlornness to hunting on the wrong side of Thanksgiving. And it only gets worse when you're on the wrong side of Christmas. Well, I'm just finishing up chores. Obviously, as you can see, it's after dark. And I did not get out hunting this week. Now I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place, because we are getting to the twilight of the season. And it's been eating away at me a little bit that I need to move around to stand. So I have a very important skill that I've acquired over all these years, and that is to be able to set up stands in the dark. So I'm deliberating on whether I want to go out, go down the hill, go across the creek, get my stand down, get my stand across the creek with the ladder stick, and go set up the stand alongside the ragweed field in the dark. And at least it's not wicked cold, and I'm going to be working by headlamp. Better judgment says, nah, you shouldn't do it. But in the immortal words of Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous. Well, I may have to go up there and rob those camera mounts, but I'm not sure. I've got the stand off the triple tree. Got a red full moon coming up and coyotes letting off all over the place. So naturally I howled back at them to say hello, brothers. But I admit, working in the woods when it's a misty night can be a little bit spooky. Up the hill we go, as I try not to fall off down into the creek ravine. So of course, I forgot to bring a saw. I am sorry, tree. So how much do you want to bet that if somebody was listening out here, they'd think this was Sasquatch wood knocking? You practically have to be an escape artist here to be able to do one-hand manipulations. I need a proper lineman's belt. Yep, too tight. So far, so good. Okay, stand is up. I am robbing my camera mounts out of my ground blind here. And I have a fossilized Mountain Dew here. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fell deeds by moonlight yet again. Plotting and scheming. I tell you what, this is a plan that's just dumb enough to work. They come right along here. They funnel down through the thicket. And as soon as they break cover, I should be able to get an arrow off. Well, I apologize yet again for a very mundane episode of Illinois Archery season, but that's just the way that it worked out. I live in real life just like the rest of you, and that's just the way that it worked out. I am at least glad that I got that deer stand hung up so that maybe, just maybe, I can break the whitetail curse, because as far as I'm concerned, I've still got some work to do on that. But Wile E. Coyote is my spirit animal, and hunting is a visceral mystery. And by God, ain't it the truth that life ain't like the pornos, hunting ain't like the TV shows. Again, it's funny because I have so many friends that are actually in the upper echelons of the outdoor television industry. But they're honest about it. They know that they make entertainment, and I don't have the pay grade to make entertainment. I have to deal in reality. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's episode, and I hope that next week's episode's a little bit better. As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please got my friends over at threeriversarchery.com. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement and those who served in the military. Thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.